Hi guys, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. If you are on the replay or have downloaded this at a later time, thank you so much for joining. This is the second video in the personal development journey, and if you are coming onto this live, please say hi and where you're coming in from. I would love to hear from you. Hi Doug, hi Christine, hi Eric. And, again, I like to do this each week because I want to obviously show people and share with people how much personal development is an important thing. Hi, Linda. Hi, Doug. Again, if you share this content, use the hashtag in the comments section. I shared with your email address, and I will send you a free ebook with an action step plan attached to it to hold yourselves accountable. Hi, Jennifer. Good to see you on here too. Kale, what's up? Great to see everybody on here. And again, this is really, really important for people to acknowledge and to understand, obviously, the benefits of personal development. And today we're going to go over the benefits of podcasts and motivational speeches and what they do for you, because it's really important. Thank you for sharing, Doug. And again, what I want you guys to do before we get started is, what is a podcast or a motivational speaker or speech that you've heard that really has motivated you? So drop in the comment section below, either you've downloaded this later on the replay or on here live, that has really, really assisted you. Richard, what's up? So what is a podcast that you listen to? Who is a motivational speaker or a speech that you've listened to that has really, really benefited you? Because it's really, really important for you to understand exactly, hi Jody, why this is important. So who is someone that you've listened to? Who is someone that has really influenced you and has really, really taken yourself to the next level? Because it's so important to understand that everyone has someone to really, really take yourself to the next level. And I want you guys to understand that there are three keys to this. You wanna really take yourselves to the next level. You really want to take yourself to that point where you're just seeing things in a much different light, because if we're constantly doing the same things day in, day out, it's never going to change. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. And I'm just writing down a couple notes for everyone. So again, thank you guys so much for joining. I am really, really excited to share this with you. And Lauren, hi. Alan Praiser, that's great. Crystal, welcome. Mel Robbins says Doug. So again, keep sharing. And again, if you haven't done so yet, please hit the share button, drop in the comments section below, hashtag I shared with your email address, and I have an ebook on this with an action plan attached to it. So there are three keys to why podcasts and motivational speakers and speeches are important, and this is what I learned. So one of the keys, type Y or yes in the chat box. Y or yes in the chat box. If you are someone that commutes to work, you have a 20, 30, 45-minute commute to and back. How many people here commute to work? Y or yes in the chat box if you are someone that commutes to work. Jody says Jeffrey, Susan Sly, Tony Robbins, and me. Thank you, Jody. So grateful for you. Y or yes in the chat box if you are someone that commutes to work, because this is key. Janine, how are you? Doug says yes, because this is an important thing to understand. And Jody says yes. Why it's important to understand is that we all get the same 24 hours in a day, but it's what you do with that time that makes the biggest difference. Richard says yes. So tip number one is find a podcast, find a motivational speaker or a speech, whether it's through YouTube or whatever, and turn your car into a mobile university. And what I mean by that is, instead of listening to the radio or listening to anything that is not filling your brain with what it requires to start thinking bigger, use that time. Imagine that. If you have 30 minutes every day in the car to and from work, that is 60 minutes. That is 60 minutes of uninterrupted personal development time. Now, if you're working a 9 to 5, that's an hour a day, 5 days a week. That's 5 hours a week. That is 20 hours a month of doing personal development, absorbing content. Imagine what that would do for your life, your business, your relationships, and your money, your monetary income level. Imagine that. How many people can relate? Type Y or yes in the chat box. Hi, Debbie. Type Y or yes in the chat box. If you spend 20 hours a month focusing on you and your personal development while you're in your car, type Y or yes in the chat box if you agree that your life would drastically change. Because if you take that even a step further, 20 hours a month, that's 250 hours a year of personal development. Y or yes in the chat box if you feel that would change things. Alicia says yes. Doug says yes. Janine says yes. Nancy says, I level myself up on all 40-minute car rides. Listen to development podcasts. Love it, Nancy. That's exactly right. Stephanie says yes. Your life will change if you start developing who you are and what you're listening to. If you're listening to the radio where it's talking about garbage or gossip or nothing that really relates to you and your business, how are you going to take yourself to the next level? Now, again, if you're just jumping on, please hit the share button. Use the hashtag #IShared in the comments section below, whether you're live on the replay or have downloaded this later with your email address, and I will send you an ebook on this content with an action step plan. Linda says, of course, what goes through your ears automatically starts influencing you for better or for worse. And I couldn't have said it any better myself. Stephanie says, my car ride is my university. I love it. So again, one of my favorite podcasts is Robin Sharma's Mastery Sessions. So if you go on iTunes, you just search Robin Sharma Mastery Sessions, and it's so easy. Debbie, thank you for sharing this and providing me your email address. Thank you, Stephanie, for sharing this and providing your email address. So is anyone that has just jumped on here, what is a podcast that you listen to? Who is someone that you're influenced by that you listen to every day, every week, every month, every year? It's just a part of your routine. Scott says, I'm listening, Scott. Wow, I'm blown away. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. So again, if you're just jumping on, share this video. Hit the share button. Drop in the comments section below, hashtag #IShared with your email address, and I will send you a copy of my ebook. Nancy says, Entre Leadership, and Nancy actually got me into this. It is an amazing podcast. Entre Leadership does equal gold. I mean, literally, there are nuggets every single podcast, and there's tons of them. This is all free information. You don't have to pay for it. People are putting stuff out there. Scott, thank you for sharing. Debbie says, I don't listen to podcasts. So, Debbie, it's never too late to start. All you have to do is go onto iTunes or download Podomatic. Podcasts are free, the apps are free, and it's a great way to put positive things into your mind. Rachel says she listens to Jeffrey Combs. Aaliyah, welcome. And again, if you're just jumping on, use the hashtag #IShared after you share it with your email address, and I will send you this information. And again, the importance is you want to pick multiple people. You want to pick 2, 3, 4 different influencers. So for me, my top 4, Tony Robbins, I love Mel Robbins, but Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Robin Sharma, and Simon Sinek. Love those 4 guys and where their mindsets are. They're all doing different things. Ken, what's up? So again, you guys have to find different influences because you require to grow in different ways. So number 1, turn your car into a mobile university. Turn off the garbage, turn off the noise, and listen and really develop your mind. So number 2, the reason why you want to start listening to podcasts. Aaron, what's up? And if you're just joining on live, on the replay, on the download, please hit the share button, use hashtag iShare, and I will send you an ebook and an action plan on this content. So number 2, the reason why you want to find podcasts or people that you are influenced by is because you will realize that you can relate to them. What you have to understand is each one of these thought leaders, each one of these big thinkers was just like us at one point. They made a decision to change. They made a decision to get better. They made a decision to change their life. And Jody says, I have been using my car as a university for a year now. It makes a difference. Absolutely. Anything that you change for the better will return a better result. Plain and simple, simple equation. So type Y or yes in the chat box. If you feel that if you found relatability with one of these people that is where you want to be, you would feel better about your journey. Y or yes in the chat box. If you feel if you could find relatability with one of these podcasts, one of these people that you've been listening to, how much better do you end up feeling about yourself and your journey knowing that there is relatability with them? Y or yes? Aaliyah says yes. Derek, welcome. Doug says yes. It's so important. Debbie says yes. Janine says yes. When you find relatability with someone, it builds rapport, it builds relationship, it builds confidence, it builds positivity. It puts you on a whole different path of where you're going, because relatability leads to so many other things. If you're relating to something positive, if you're relating to something motivational, if you're relating to something inspirational, what do you think starts happening to your life? You start living a more motivated life. You start living a more inspired life. You start living a more positive life. So it's so important to plug yourself into these podcasts, into these motivational speakers and speeches, because you want to find relatability. You want to find that relatability that's going to drive you forward. So again, if you're just joining, if you're on the replay, the download, or live, hit the share button, drop hashtag iShare in the comments section below with your email address, and I will send you an ebook on this content. Guys, this is so important. Linda says, staying in your bubble leads you to believe that you are alone and the only one feeling the way that you do. When you get out of that bubble, you realize a world full of similar feelings along with solutions. Rachel, yes. Janine, thank you for sharing. Lisa, welcome. Now, the third, and in my opinion, the most important thing of why it's so important to start plugging in daily to podcasts and motivational speakers and speeches on your personal development journey is one thing, and one thing only. And Jody says, where the mind goes, energy flows, and that's so true. When you start plugging into these thought leaders, these bigger thinkers, these people that are doing things differently, you start to see things differently. The lens of which you are looking through right now, if you're waking up and you're looking through a lens of negativity, of anxiety, of doubt, of stress, of uncertainty, it's because you're filling your brain with thoughts, emotions, and other things that aren't bringing back what you want. But if you flip that around and you start to see things differently by the words, by the phrases, by the messages of these individuals, these podcasts, these motivational speakers, you take off the lenses that you're currently looking through, you put on their lenses, and you start seeing things differently. You start seeing life in a more positive way. You start seeing things in a more bountiful way, a more purposeful way. Sheila, thank you for joining. Doug says, so very true. If you guys can resonate with that taking off the old lenses of where you don't want to be and putting on the lenses of where you want to go, please type Y or yes in the chat box if you can agree with that statement, that if you took off the lenses of the negativity, of the self-doubt, of everything that's leading you to not where you want to be, and you put on those lenses of where you do want to go, how much would your life change? Debbie says that makes so much sense. Sheila says true. Nancy says so true. Linda says yes. Stephanie says yes. Debbie says yes. Nancy says yes. It's so true. This is not a difficult thing. And if you guys are just jumping on again now on the replay or on the download, please share this content. Use the hashtag #IShared with your email address below, and I will send this content to you. It is so important. Doug says yes. Aaliyah says yes. Lenses of where I want to go. Rachel says so true. Heard a great quote. You can't go forward when you're looking in the rearview mirror. Exactly. You know, and Stephanie says, wish my husband would to do this. So again, we can't wish for anyone to see things a different way. Here's what I understand, and here's what I want to leave you guys with. Out there, people are the flint. And there is kindling everywhere. So the way that I see this is that I am the flint to create the fire. And the way that I create the fire is I find the kindling to make that spark, to light the fire that I'm choosing to fan to never let burn out. And these podcasts, these motivational speakers and these speeches and YouTube videos that I plug myself into every single day is that kindling that allows my flint to light that spark, to burn that fire inside of me every single day. There is not a day that goes by that I want that flame to burn out. I feed that fire every single day with knowledge, with books, with podcasts and positivity and motivation, because I don't want it to go out. I want to be driven every single day. If that makes sense, please type Y or yes in the chat box. You guys are the flint to light that fire that will only go out if you stop fanning it. If you don't fan your fire, it's going to go out. Y or yes in the chat box if you guys can relate to that. Chris, welcome. Aaliyah says yes. Linda says yes. Nancy says yes. We have the power. No one else is going to do this for us. We are the ones. We are the ones to make a difference. We are the ones that are going to make a change. Rachel says yes. Debbie says yes. Doug says yes. So what I want you guys to understand is this. We have the ultimate ability to change our lives. You know, we can always talk about what has to be done, what we want to do, what we wish could be done, but it's about taking that action step. It's about taking that step forward. It's about making a decision to change your life. You know, I make that decision every day of what can I do differently to change the aspect of my life. And, you know, I've talked about it before and I will talk about it again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing day in, day out, expecting something different to happen, because it won't. And I want it so bad for you guys. And that's the thing. You have to want it better than me. You guys are all the flint to create that fire inside of you. You have to find that kindling, whether it's in someone else, whether it's in a podcast or a speech or a video or something. Find your kindling, light that fire, and never let it go out. Now, I want to end today with one more thing. I want everyone to do an I am statement, and I want you to write as many things down in the comment section below. And I'm going to say I am, and I want you to write down whatever you're feeling, powerful, motivated, driven, inspiring. So I am someone that's never going to quit. I am a go-getter. I am a motivated individual. I am someone that wants to see the best in every single other person around me. I want to change lives by changing my life. So what are you? I am. And I want to hear from you guys. What are you? I am. and just write down. Rachel says, this is why I listen to you, Scott. You're so welcome. So who are you guys? I am, and just write down as many I am statements. You don't have to say I am, just write I am and what are you? I am strong, not a quitter. I am fearless. I love it, Nancy. Janet, welcome. What are you guys? I am. Do this brain dump. Get out there what you guys are. I inspire others. I am compassionate. I love it, Ruth. That's wonderful. What are you guys? Rachel says, I am committed to live my best life. I love that. So guys, listen. Jody says, I am empowered. I am committed. I am doing the same for others. Janet says, I am a great listener. Yes, you are. You guys all have the power to achieve all of the greatest things in your life. So remember, every day when you wake up, plug into podcasts, plug into videos, plug into speakers, plug into anything that allows you to find that kindling, that allows you to take your flint to light that fire that's never going to burn out. So again, the reasons why you need to plug into podcasts, motivational speakers and speeches: 1, you allow to turn your car into a mobile university. Number 2, you find relatability with these people so it pushes you forward. And number 3, you start to see and live your life differently. Take off the lenses of what you're looking through right now. If it's not returning what you want, put those other lenses on and start living the best life possible. Love you guys so much. Thank you as always for joining, participating. Hit the share button. Use the hashtag #IShared with your email address below, and I will send you a free ebook on this content. Grateful for each and every one of you. If you're on the download or on the replay, feel free to participate along. I will see you guys next week. Much love, blessings, and gratitude to each and every one of you. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.